So if you're here watching this, you're probably like me. Tails face the camera. About every week or so I get a strong masculine urge to just have a useless piece of junk that shows off what I like, maybe a form of media, popular video game character in this case. Display it on my shelf, all my friends and family can see what I like. They ask questions I don't want to elaborate. But I just want them to know that I'm into something. And on top of all that, I don't have money. Well, you've come to the right place.
Hey Sonic, I'm Thor.
First off, you need access to a computer with Blender. If you don't know what Blender is, it's free. Look up another tutorial video. If you don't know what a computer is, go look up another tutorial video. If you're entirely brain dead and don't know how to do anything, go look up a different, actually birds of a feather, you should probably stay. Let's say I really like this low poly model of Sonic. Low poly is kind of important with this. I want him to be real. I want to give him a hug. Are these targeted ads or not? The most approachable way to do this, in my opinion, would be to make a paper or cardboard replica, which is a pretty easy process. Mine's going to be rather big. Paper, scissors, hot glue, preferably access to a printer. If you don't have one, you can take a little trip down to your local library. The problem with that is when you hand them a nonsensical model with like a flat image of Sonic's face, they're going to question you. Best way to avoid it, I have found, pretend you're deaf. They stop asking questions so quickly. Here's the one you're gonna want. Now, just for scale here, this is gonna be me. There we go. Looks a little more accurate. Get my nose. Make sure I get my hairline correct. Okay. Now, this model is for scale. I am 3 meters tall. Import our model. Oh, Sonic's a big guy, actually. Make sure you triangulate faces. You can do that in one of Blender's 50,000 menus. Oh, here we go. It'll make it a little higher poly, but it has to be done for the tool to work. Export as a paper model, texture from materials, and it generates a paper cutout that you can print and just cut and just follow the instructions, or go the extra mile like we're doing. So, I've intricately mounted a projector on the ceiling above me. This might be an impractical step if your mom's not cool, and essentially all we're gonna do, we want this image to be on this cardboard. I was tapping 2 different things there. Kind of hard to differentiate, but stay with me. Oh yeah, I can see this. So essentially we're gonna painstakingly copy everything that's up on there onto this. How do I erase a line? Eureka! An eraser! Why, it's so self-explanatory. Don't look at my butt. Okay, I can't find one. The nice thing is, when we're done copying it all to this extremely thick cardboard, we're gonna have to fold this extremely thick cardboard. This is gonna really suck because of a little Easter egg some of you may not have noticed so far. This cardboard is extremely thick. Keep in mind, if you came here for exact perfect instructions and recreations on all the steps being said, I am blonde. I simply don't have that. I do my best. You don't even have to be an artist for this part. This is the magic of this process. You know, I never like to forget my roots. Making things out of cardboard, it's been a constant for a long time. Part of the reason I like doing that is the approachability of these projects. And you know, this entire time I've never really realized. The thing that lets people know how approachable some of these are, more than anything, is my idiocy. By remaining stupid and refusing self-improvement, I complete my goal better than I could have ever imagined. Is this a 1? What is that? Oh, that's my mouse. All right, this is gonna throw me off now. I guess I need an eraser after all. Question I have to ask myself every day: where do I keep things? Super Mario. This is a workout. It might seem like it flies in the face of the idea that these projects are approachable, but when I was a kid and I wanted to make stuff like this, I'd do it till I pass out just because I was too young to notice how I was feeling. So still very approachable. We're also going to start using a line maker. Now what even is this that I'm looking at here? Move it down that last final bit, line it up, maybe. If you're lost, don't worry. I also don't 100% know how these numbers line up yet. Okay, this is our first bit. Ow, I've hit my head. I think this might be somewhat legible. This is probably the first half of Sonic's head. He's gonna be pretty big, actually. Maybe an 1/8, and I gotta do this about 53 more times. And once again, emphasis on approachability. Maybe you can't do this if you're 70. I'm doing this off camera. The next step from here, obviously, is just to cut out the sections that you've done. Now, this is my pair of scissors. Some of you are gonna have to use actual scissors. I really hope you have health insurance. As an alternative, you can get small goobers like these to actually chew through the cardboard for you if they can recognize the lines very well. I just don't happen to trust mine, mostly because of their names, Bingus and Poop Dog. And really all they care about is how my hand tastes. I feel like the shorts kind of ruin the purpose of the jacket and the hat. Bon voyage. So once you get your cardboard all cut, no matter how thick and obnoxious to bend it's gonna be, you gotta bend it at the seams. It helps to take the edge of a table here, right? Line the seam up. Okay, just do something like this, I guess. Elephant in the room that needs to probably be addressed. This desk, I mean, it's seen better days. I like to think of this as all like artsy and purposeful. It adds character. I have laminate. I've just been a little bit lazy, but I'll probably do a little restore. So that'll happen. But you should be honored. The things that were submitted over the Patreon to go on this desk are receiving wear and tear in honor of making Sonic out of cardboard and other such crafts. It's like earning a Purple Heart, except take away any of the similarity parts. Okay, bent cardboard. Also, if you're a little wuss and you're afraid of loud noises from all the hammering and stuff, you can put in like some earplugs or something. I wouldn't do that. I've been doing DIY projects for a long time, so I'm used to this at this point, quite hardened. A veteran of my craft. Nerves of steel. There could be someone lawn mowing down the street and I'll probably have headphones on. Alright, my wrists hurt really bad, but everything is cut and bent. Time to see if this at all actually works, because I've never done it before doing this video. In the words of the coding community, it's assembly time. We gotta start with a foot. This is one of them. I don't know which one. I think this goes more like this. So this would end up being something kind of like this, which for scale is gonna be a pretty big foot. I think this whole statue is gonna be a little larger than I had predicted. Cream, I'm sorry, you're gonna look even smaller. It sucks, I understand. It's like living in a world smart people keep existing. It just makes me look dumber. Every smart person that emerges, I just drop a little lower on the totem. And this is it now. This is my life for the next 56 hours. What do you do with the silly pirate early in the morning? Something like this. He's gonna be a big man. My son will be large. Oh my goodness, I can't even begin to properly assemble this. He's not gonna exist at all, he's not gonna be large, he's not gonna be anything. Oh, I forgot how much cardboard and hot glue projects are literally sitting here holding two things together until it dries. I mean, there's a 2 here, so the mathy guys out there are gonna understand what that means. Clips, can I get some clips? Chat, clip that. What was that? Some computer just made a noise, and there's like 5 computers in here, so I don't know which one it was. What a curse. Life is hard. This is exciting for me, because it's like the fruit of my labor, almost said of my womb, finally coming to fruition. I'm gonna get a big low poly statue of Sonic, and if anyone tells me it's not perfect, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're that kind of person, look in the mirror. Look real hard at that mirror, and you tell me if that mirror looks perfect. Don't think too much about yourself, it'll get in your head. But that mirror though, think about that mirror. Think about how he exists so imperfectly. He's fine with it. Why do I have the need to purposely touch hot glue all the time? It's satisfying, it just hurts. Okay, I mean that's one Sonic shoe. It looks like a low poly Sonic shoe. I used to do stuff like this as a kid. I used to kind of plan and cut out all this cardboard stuff, normally with paper as well. And I'll tell you what, if younger me could see this, he'd say to get a job. All the time I lived at home. Peter, you're getting Sonic drips all over the carpet. Fair, man, fair. I hope people watch this. Like, you know, I made Cream here. Amy, you can totally see, did not make that guy. And I wouldn't want credit for it. Hope that all the people that saw those videos and are waiting for the next one think that this is it. Figured I'd make him do nothing and be made out of cardboard. Sonic, well known for being very flammable. Shoe 2, the Pokemon. I have a vested interest on how cardboard forms into something circular more than anything. Yeah, I mean, this is gonna get there. I also gotta be careful. There's a bunch of addresses. Editing me is gonna essentially be wandering through a landmine editing this. But like this, maybe this is just more. Oh, this is one of his spikes. So this kind of goes like this, I guess. Probably. I could check. Sounds kind of boring. It's like if I were someone making this who is my target audience, trying to do an approachable craft, would I check? That doesn't sound very approachable to me. 1/2 of Sonic's body. This is his left nipple. Other half of the body, don't really have a way to attach them. If you're like me, so sorry. When you do a project like that, something will go wrong. And people will make fun of you. The trick is just don't show it in the video. I failed that trick too. We're just gonna do an inserted bracket and then glue this one down like this. All right, Sonic body. Wow. I don't know why, I just get like a sinking feeling this head is not gonna be nearly big enough. Like, I think it should proportion all pretty correctly, but something is telling me it won't. I don't know what is telling me that, and I don't like that thing telling me that. But I mean, this is essentially the same process over and over, so you don't really need to be walked through it. And if you don't end up seeing a little countdown on the screen, then it probably failed. But if you do see a countdown, it's probably gonna cut me off to just when it's done and painted. Hopefully before I can say something really embarrassing, like I once roleplayed marrying Blaze the Cat in a Amino Sonic app. So yes, I was correct. The head is way too small. This actually turned out pretty good considering a few things. The first one being that I'm an idiot who decided to do this entire process without testing it, just thinking up the process. And additionally, because of how big it turned out, the fact that I have a really cheap projector, that my cardboard has been sitting in my basement for a long time. If you had good cardboard, a high quality projector, make all the lines super pristine, make the cuts really precise, you could make something legitimately like replicant looking. For me, for this, I think it's pretty great. I think it's approachable. This is something younger me would have been ecstatic with. If I were on YouTube and I was looking for a little tutorial on how to make Sonic in real life, I would have liked to know about this. So I'm sharing it, and sharing it is caring it. You can call me Karen now. I did have to use a little stand to keep it up. Wouldn't advise doing Sonic R. Go make yourself like a little Pikachu, or... for some reason, I can't think of any other objects in the entire universe right now. You'll think of something.